Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This is it, episode 1 of our season 3 Skyblock Hardcore 3.0. Did I say 3? 3, by the way. So we're doing Skyblock 3.0 Hardcore, guys. It's the third time. This time, it's going down. I mean, it's gonna get conquered one way or another. And all I can tell you is I'm going into this all out, just savage, an animal. So, as I explained on episode 0, I am going to use the replay mod in a sort of unconventional way to just hover around myself for the first few episodes because I wasn't able to capture with OBS. I was only able to capture my first, I would say, I don't even know, probably anywhere from 2 to 5 hours of footage that I'm gonna have to go through and just, but we'll do it smart, we'll do it cleverly. If we need to slow down or speed up at any points, we'll do that. So you might see a little bit of this as we go through the season. You might see me do some of this and adjust speeds and whatnot, but we're not going to use the timeline here at the bottom at all with the keyframes, the position keyframes, and the time keyframes. We're not going to use any of that because we're not actually rendering out with replay mod. We're going to use OBS, to capture all this in real time. So let's get her going, and we'll see how it goes. Here it is. So the beginning of existence. Go. So there I go. Look at me go, not wasting any time. Hitting that box as I go down. Making use of my time. All I'm doing is punching dirt, basically. I'm trying to make it sound like amazing, but it's not. It's just me punching dirt. So at this point, though, I want to make sure that I'm not losing any dirt, because if you end up with, I forget what the number is, maybe 80, I want to say 89 or 90. If you don't have 89 when you're done, then forget it. You might as well start over. So if you lose at any point, even one dirt block, you have to reload the world and start over. You should anyway. You don't have to. I mean, but why would you continue when you can just start over? And I've had really unfortunate accidents, which you can see in a lot of my death videos and whatever else that, or my death compilation rather. You can have lucky games of Skyblock, and you can have unlucky games. Anybody who's played Skyblock, you know how it can go sometimes. So I'm trying to be really, really careful right now, not to drop any dirt at all. You can see me crouching everywhere I go, holding down left shift so that I don't fall off, not taking any chances. And I think this actually, I was doing this after season 2 of my vanilla hardcore, so I was already in the habit of just playing very, very carefully and cautiously and conservatively, and other C words. So I was not about to accidentally fall off one of these edges or do anything silly. So kind of exciting in a way to watch this, because I haven't seen it in a while. It's been, at this point, I don't know, at least a couple of months. I want to say 2 or 3 months at least. So it's interesting. But watching myself at this point, I realized that up until this rough area, I don't really have a set plan. I don't really mind the blocks in any set way. I just kind of go with my gut and just see. Right there, I probably took a chance, and I could rewind it if I want, but I got right on the edge and took a chance with one of those blocks, but it was probably fine. See, here I'm fine, because the odds of the block flying off in that direction, it's pretty low. I've had it happen, but Skyblock also helps you in a way to understand some of the physics of Minecraft, because you start looking at the game differently. Like when I break this block, and what direction is it likely to fly off, considering that there's a wall here and here, and or you know, the fact that there's nothing below this block but there's something below that one. And if you want to get something that's at a certain angle or in a place where it's dangerous to your health or dangerous to you losing a dirt block, it really makes you think and plan your moves carefully. So that's what I love about Skyblock. Well, I love a lot of things about Skyblock, but that's one of them. So here I'm making a very basic, rudimentary, like early game Cobblestone Generator. So all it is just you just set up the dirt here in a way. I don't even know why I'm explaining this. I'm sure all you guys know how this works, but for anybody that doesn't happen to know, and you've been living under a rock for the past however long, 6-7 years, so this is how you do it basically. So you put your and Skyblock 3.0 is a little bit different than some of the other Skyblocks, but you get a block of ice in the beginning, and you get, whoops, nope, didn't mean to do that. You get a block of ice in the beginning, and you get a bucket of lava, and that's pretty much it. You get a book. So that's all you have to work with, and then you got this one tree. So here what I'm doing, I'll explain the Cobblestone Generator a little bit more in a second, but here what I'm doing is I'm finally farming the tree after getting the bottom part out of the way for a little while. This is the reason why I built the dirt this way, is to catch all the possible saplings, because what happens, for anybody who's not familiar with Skyblock, what happens is if you lose the one sapling that happens to drop, because sapling drops are random, then you're SOL. There's no other way of putting it. So that you have no way of planting trees, and therefore you can't get any wood. So that's why I'm kind of building this little platform to catch the saplings if they fall. And right now I don't know what I was doing, if I was AFK or what, maybe thinking about what I want to do. Oh, there we go. But see, there's one. See how close that was? Had I not put that block there, it would have fallen down, and if that was my only sapling, game over. You might as well start over, because you have no wood. And if you're playing Skyblock and you have no wood, then you can't really continue. You need wood for everything, for a lot of things anyway. So that's it. I don't even think I've noticed the sapling yet. While I notice the sapling, and then, you know, I'm probably gonna destroy some of these to move things along. As far as I know, there's no difference of letting them just despawn these blocks, these leaf blocks, or actually hitting them. I think it's the same chance of things dropping, but if I'm wrong on that, please someone correct me. There's still an equal chance as far as I know, no matter how the block gets either destroyed or... Why do I keep doing that? C. I want to go down hitting C, but it's not C, it's left shift. So the Cobblestone Generator, all it is, guys, for anybody that doesn't know, it's on the left side, the ice block. On the right side you dump your lava, and you make a hole here. You make a hole from the second block on the left where you put the ice, and then when you break it, the water will go down into this space, get trapped there. The lava will flow down to the same hole, and then once it hits this spot, the lava becomes cobblestone because of the water, and then you can keep farming it over and over. So now I've rearranged my Cobblestone Generator. I'm starting to gather up saplings. I put one down, getting some wood going. So things are moving along kind of nicely, and I think we're at a spot where we can probably fast forward, because I'm sure enough going to start farming. Once I get some wood here, I'm going to start making tools and whatnot. So I think we're at a good place to speed up time a little bit. And if I can figure out how to do that, there we go. And let's move it up to 1.5. Let's see how that goes. Alright, it's not bad. Yeah, still kind of slow. But, and I happen to get an apple there, which is really nice. You don't always get an apple. That's why I'm jumping for joy. It's the little things like that that we'll miss if we speed up time. But I think we can definitely afford to speed past some of this stuff once I figure out the controls. Let's try 2.5. Alright. Whoa. Now we're cooking with gas. No, we're not. Oh, wait, I'm looking at something. What am I looking at? Do I see something? Do I see something off in the distance? There is this sand island with the cactus and the chest on it. But there's also this other island, and I think the reason why I'm sitting staring off in the distance here is that I for the first time playing, you know, Season 3 Skyblock, or 3.0 hardcore for that matter, I noticed that there's another island here off in the distance, and I wonder if that's because my settings are not, my chunkage is kind of low. Let's try like, I don't know how much this is going to affect my FPS, but let's try like 24. Aha! So, you see? Yeah, we're good on the FPS too, it looks like. Yeah, okay. I can't really see it too well, but it looks like it's still at 60, so we're fine. Okay, so yeah, so I was fully aware of this desert island over here on the left, but I had no idea that there was another island here. Of all the times I played, and that could be because my view distance was so small, but yeah, I was pretty excited at this point, I think, because I sat there for a few seconds just marveling at the fact that there was something not close, because it's very far to get to, and you'll see that later on. Not spoiler, but you'll see that later on once I get there. It's a long ways away, but I was super excited because I also knew about this one down here, which I of course get to eventually. That's not a spoiler, that's just anybody who can't get down there doesn't know how to play Skyblock. So anyway, we'll get to all that, but this is me just super happy super happy at noticing a third island, or fourth island I guess, in the overworld. Yeah, so super stoked moment. And there I go with the farming. So I can probably fast forward through this as well. Another tree. There's going to be a lot of farming going on in this part, so I'm going to speed up time. And it looks like you can speed up in real time here, so I can just adjust this. Don't mind the bars here at the top, guys. I apologize for those, but hopefully they're not too distracting. It's a lot more easy and convenient for me to just adjust like this in real time as we watch. So I'll try to hit F1 and full screen it for times where I'm not farming and there's boring things going on and I'm not droning on about nonsense, but you know. So here I'm just farming, crafting, you know, everything I can. Chests here, as you see, furnace. Planted a bunch of saplings to maximize my chances of getting more saplings and therefore more wood. And is that it? That might be it, guys. That is the end of the first one. So lots of time left in the episode. Let's go on to the second one. Oh, no. I think we've actually frozen, guys. It's frozen on me. So this is an example of what happens to me with replay mod. I'm not sure if it's just me or what, but I have to then yeah, it's not responding. So I have to then restart my Java and restart Minecraft. So that will get cut out of the video. But the rest is good. The rest is good. I say that, but I know myself, and I'll find some silly way of justifying putting it in. I'll put some silly picture over this this blackness in the middle. In the middle right here, the whole time as I'm talking, I don't even know what it's going to be. But by the time the video is made and I actually do that, there's going to be a picture there, and you're seeing it right now. And what is it? Is this like whose line is it anyway? Where I'm supposed to guess what it is. Let me guess. Let me guess what would I have put in that picture that would have been... Oh, it's something embarrassing, isn't it? It's something embarrassing. That's too bad for me. All that time I was talking, thinking I was cool. It was an embarrassing picture of me the whole time, replacing the darkness. But there we go, we're back. So I apologize for that. At the same time, I don't, because it was probably funny. But let's go back in. I want to make sure that we captured everything here properly in this, because I don't want to miss a thing. That's not even how that song goes. Okay, so 16. Whoa, see, that's the sound. See, we missed a whole bunch of stuff. We missed a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go back, something like that. It's getting close to the end, and at the end, oh no, we've already seen this, but at the end I end up grabbing a bucket and grab some water, and here's an important addition to that. I grabbed the water, I put it on the edge here, and this is what I was saying earlier. If you don't know how to do this, it's probably because you haven't been playing Skyblock for very long, which is fine, which is exactly why I'm explaining it right now. But you grab your water, put it on the side, let it fall off, and that's how you get to that island down there. It's not not too hard. You don't have to be a brain scientist to figure it out, you know. If you're a rocket surgeon, though, that would help. That would help a lot. Alright, so here is, I'll slow it down now so we can see the whole process in action. Here's how I do it. And I think it's a fairly efficient way of doing it. This is in real time. 1.0 speed. So you can see I'm getting ready to make the big jump. This is a thing that I tried to do with the keyframes and all that, and I just had such a hard time following myself down with the keyframes. I don't know why. Just can't wrap my head around that, I guess. But here I go. So it basically makes a water elevator for you, and then you can just go all the way down like so. And as long as you go right on the edge right here, you can breathe, so you're not drowning, which is a plus. And it also gives you a chance to kind of look around. If you've never noticed that, you know, if you're blind or something and you never noticed that island way off there like I did, or didn't rather, then maybe it gives you a chance to see that when you're down here. Not at night though. Maybe that's why I always came down here at night. I don't know. I have no excuse for my silliness. So here I usually put a wood block down, and when I'm done grabbing the chest, which has it has, well, I guess we'll see that in the next video here because it's done. But it has what does it have? It has obsidian in it. Obsidian, I believe, and another book. I'm not sure if there's anything else, but we'll check it out thoroughly here in the next one. And hopefully we can cover another one of these little clips. The next ones are longer though, but we'll see. How do I get out of my body? What's going on? Let me out! Let me free. Set me free from here. Oh yes, and that's another thing too. Good thing I was messing around here. There is a light that you can use that's very, very helpful, and I can even hit F1 and I'll be able to on the next one I'll be able to fly around with more light here and capture things in better detail, so especially at night. So that is that, my friends. I'll have to just load the game back up here because I'm not too bright like that. But I'll reload the game. Next time we do another episode, we will jump into another one of these. You know what? We got enough time. We got lots of time. Let's do another one now. And I'll just go through it as fast as I can. It's 20 minutes as opposed to what, the almost 17 minutes of that one, so it's not gonna be too bad. And we'll fast forward through the stuff that's no good. So 10:30, 10:50 here. I'm looking at the time. So yeah, this was actually back in March, and it's May right now. So that was 2 months ago. 2 months ago. All right. Math hard. Let's load this one up. So here it is. I don't want to get stuck in my body again, but I kind of want to know what's in there. Doesn't show that, and now I'm stuck inside again. I'll just have to figure out a way to get out. That's what you have to do. Don't take no for an answer. Left shift. There we go. So, but I'm pretty sure, if you guys are really curious, let me know, and I'll put it in the comments or something, what is actually in those chests. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't, because it's kind of a spoiler. It's kind of a spoiler, and you should discover it on your own. I'm showing you how to do it right now, so maybe I won't do that, actually. Yeah, I'm going to be that guy. So, now I've got all the goodies. I'm putting them down. You'll eventually see all the things that I pick up out of these chests anyway. Put my water back so that I have the opportunity to farm more cobblestone, which, if you don't know, in Skyblock there's a lot of cobblestone farming. There is a ton. So that we will want to fast forward through, or better yet, just cut completely from the video, because nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see hours and hours of just cobblestone farming nonsense. So at this point, you might be asking yourself, why am I going back down? I forgot that in this trip, you're also supposed to set up another floor. This is what I do anyway. In order to capture all of my dirt afterwards, once I've used it to catch all of these trees and these saplings and everything, then I'll farm a whole bunch of cobblestone, and I'll make a flat layer underneath the dirt, so that I can then scoop up all the dirt without losing it. And if it falls down, or if it goes in some crazy direction off my shoulder, then hopefully the cobblestone will catch it and I won't lose any dirt. Which I don't think at this point, I count my dirt at one point, but I don't think at this point here that I had lost any dirt. And I don't think, and now I'm starting to wonder, but I don't think I've lost any dirt up until the point where I stopped. So, don't want to spoil anything, but I think that I am doing good in the game wherever I left off. But we shall see. We shall see, my friends. We shall see. So this is what I'm doing right now, and I can probably speed up a little bit because it is getting a little slow going. Man, I really love that C key. Had to eat an apple there because I choked on some water out of just sheer silliness. So we can probably speed up a bit because it is slowing down. Speed it up to a 4 maybe, just in case something cool happens. I am going to be in a moment building a cobblestone generator, which I do. I already have a cobblestone generator, but I'm going to make a better one, a more efficient one, where I can just sit there and AFK farm, which is essential. You have to have an AFK cobblestone farm. You cannot sit there for 3 hours holding down. I mean, some people do. I'm sure they do. But why you would not just tie an elastic to your mouse, or... And I mean, this, in my opinion, this is not cheating. This is just saving yourself arthritis and carpal tunnel syndrome. So don't ever be afraid to, you know, set up a nice AFK farm and just walk away, because it's not cheating. It's being practical. It really is. But here, of course, I'm farming manually because it's just not a huge pain in the butt to gather maybe a full stack or two to make my floor and whatever else that I'll need. So I love the fact that as a Spectre here, that the sound even it fades away as I get further, which is pretty cool. It's like you're really there. And you know, I've often thought of using my son's account to just follow me around and use it to help me make different effects on videos. But why not just use this? I mean, it's perfect. I can't do time lapse in the conventional sense where it's a perfect arc around what I want it to do, and it's not professional. It's down and dirty. I realize that. I understand that. But for my purposes here, since I'm doing a commentary, it's nice to be able to fly around and just, you know, in spectator mode and just be wherever I want to be at that time, and just observe myself and see, you know, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What am I gonna remember, you know, whenever I start playing again and go, oh, why did I do that? Or why did I do that that way? Or have to fix things or improve things or change my mind on how I want to, you know, tackle something. But one thing that I really made sure not to do, and a super noob mistake, if anybody ever happens to do this, don't beat yourself up too bad, but it is a very noobish mistake, is to forget about your grass. And that's something I did in season 2, unfortunately, if you don't know. So here, if you lose your grass, then you lose the ability to hey, I got an apple. You lose the ability to create different biomes, right? Because if you just have dirt and no grass, then the grass will never come back to the dirt. What happens is, if you have no more grass, then you have no more grass to put on your dirt, because grass will only grow on dirt from another grass block. So once you lose your grass, that's it. It ain't coming back. Ooh, I got an apple. So here I am building my more efficient cobblestone generator, my AFK cobblestone generator. It's not really an AFK cobblestone generator, but in the sense that I can just hold down the button and AFK. So I usually just use my macro, or I'll use just like something heavy to just weigh down the mouse on the mouse button and just let it just, yeah. And of course, I will not I will not even fast forward through that nonsense. We will just cut that out from the video completely. So that said, let us continue here. I don't even know why I paused it. Get the apple, man. Get the apple. Oh, it was to slow down. So let's slow it down to regular speed, so I can explain a little bit more about this cobblestone generator for anybody who might not know. That'll be a good place after to, I think, wrap up this first episode. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Hope you like the idea. If you do or don't, doesn't bother me. Let me know. Keep me posted so I can make this more enjoyable for anyone, for everyone, for that matter, myself included. You know, I'm always looking for ways of getting kicks. So in better ways, more efficient ways, more efficient kicks. So I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Being slow. Trying to remember how to build it, probably. Which, it's not really that difficult. If you look at the shape of it, it's a, what is this, 4 by, I can't really see, 4 by 4? 2 4 by 4 walls with no corner. And then you put blocks down here at the bottom. 1 2 3 4 5, which I think I ended up taking out a few of those. I'm not sure. I made this design when a little bit more efficient than when I found it, so for my playstyle anyway, I should say. So I don't even know what I'm doing here. Getting rid of some leaves and farming some wood. Okay, well, get back to the cobblestone generator, dude. What are you doing? Run out of cobblestone? Well, that's not good. That means I have to fast forward again. Alright, looks like I'm grabbing the water, so that's a good sign. Let's go back to normal speed. And check out what I'm doing. Looks like I'm holding a cigar. Yeah, just making a cobblestone generator, see? Okay, so here you're from the second row from the top in the corner. You're going to want to put 3 cobblestone blocks there in the corner. And then you're going to want to put one, I'm trying to explain this with words, but you can kind of see what it is. One square away on both sides, diagonally from that corner. And then we're going to put another one there. What it's going to do is just very simply, you're going to put your... Excuse yourself. Jeez. What a rude guy. You're going to put your water in the middle there at the top, and it's going to leak on both sides. And at the bottom, as it leaks down, it's going to come in contact with your lava. And that's how it produces cobblestone. It'll all make more sense here in a moment. If I can just get my butt going. I don't know why I'm being so slow here. Come on. Hurry up. You're on like 0.7 speed right now, dude. Speed it up. Before I do it for real. There you go. So now you see how the water's coming down. So I think what I ended up doing is taking this, maybe this off, or filling that in, since there's no point of it going down there. And then over here, I like to kind of step down into it. So I think I removed some blocks. I'm not sure. But there's the lava coming into the picture. Lava goes there in the corner, and you see how the lava leaks out kind of the same way the water did. And as soon as it hits the water, it becomes cobblestone, and then you can just sit there and just keep farming it. So now I'm going to start, here's where I start fine-tuning it for the way I like. Because I'm probably right now realizing, like, this is not how I usually do it. Or is it? Actually, I'm not sure. It might be. I might have already compensated for that. I'm trying to see from this perspective if that makes sense or not. I guess so. Anyway, it must be working because I am off and farming, so let's fast forward through that. Oh, no, maybe I was just testing it out. Seems to be working. The next step is definitely making the rest of this floor to then farm and catch the dirt. Once I've caught all the dirt, I'll set it up in a way where I can start farming trees. And all that good stuff is coming here. And of course, I want to try and make some room here because this is really tight. I'm trying to move around and trying to work, you know, so we can definitely fast forward here for a little while before wrapping up this episode, which I already said I was going to do, but this one's almost done anyway, so let's finish it off in fast motion. Really struggling with the buttons. Well, actually, no, there you go. It's done. Right when I went to do that, it's done. Okay, so all that to summarize, ended up starting off with this little L-shaped island with one tree on it. I want to say 89 dirt, but don't quote me on it. It's something like that. I think it's 90 minus 1 because there's a there's always a bedrock block in the middle here at the bottom. So I'm pretty sure 89 dirt, one tree, one bucket of lava, and one bucket of water, and this is what we've managed to make so far after one episode. So let's see where we end up next time after 2 episodes. We'll see how much bigger it is, and we'll cruise around at the end of our show and marvel at all the progress we've made. Hopefully. I hope. It's been a little while. It's been a couple of months, and I don't quite remember. So thank you, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this new series and this new season, rather. And join me again for episode number 2, where we will continue reviewing and commenting on this Skyblock 3.0 hardcore world. Thank you, my friends. Bye-bye.